May it please the court, opposing counsel, ladies and gentlemen. You need skills to pay the bills. We are all here today because Riley Winter lacked the skills to pay the bills. Now, Sawyer Shaw, the CEO of TBD, is normally the kind of boss that is hands-off, lets his people take care of their own business. But in this case, the problem was so clear and so evident that Sawyer Shaw had no choice but to step in and make a move. The writer that was on top of the payroll, the same writer that was the most experienced on staff, couldn't get with the program. And that's a problem. Sawyer Shaw knew that Riley Winter was continuously pulling the company down with her performance. You see, TBD was swimming with a weight tied to its leg, and that weight was Riley Winter. And ladies and gentlemen, when you have the choice to sink or swim, you don't have to think twice before cutting the rope and dropping the weight. It's a simple decision. Riley Winter didn't have the skills to pay the bills, and that's why Sawyer Shaw fired her. Now, TBD and Sawyer Shaw are the defense in this case, and they don't have to prove a single thing today. In fact, you'll hear that Riley Winter was an at-will employee with TBD, meaning she could be fired with or without cause. Sawyer Shaw doesn't have to testify today at all, but he will, because he wants to answer the accusations of age discrimination. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all that is, accusations. Sawyer Shaw is here to testify as to what Riley Winter's job was supposed to be as a culture writer for TBD. Shaw will tell you that Riley Winter's job was supposed to be writing articles that were relevant on American culture. Riley Winter's job was to write articles that go viral. Riley Winter's job was to write articles that generated advertising revenue. And she simply wasn't doing any of it. And Sawyer Shaw will tell you what happened when Riley Winter decided to write an article publicly insulting one of TBD's very own advertisers in Turntable Incorporated. Not only was Turntable Incorporated one of TBD's very own advertisers, it happened to be the single largest advertiser of the company. In Sawyer Shaw's words, if you're below average, you're pulling us down. If you're not helping the company, you're hurting the company. Riley Winter clearly did not have the skills to pay the bills, and that's the reason that she had to lose her job. You will also hear today from Kirby Doolittle, a former intern at TBD. Doolittle will explain her processes and the time she sat in with the content team at TBD. And she'll tell you that when sitting in and deciding to write about relevant topics, Riley Winter described all the other writers' topics as infantile and sophomoric compared to her own. She even goes as far as to disagree with the entire rest of the team when all the time deciding to write about relevant topics. And to top it all off, she'll tell you why she was so surprised to see Riley Winter on January 30th, approximately 1 month after being fired, being happy and friendly to her, showing absolutely no signs of PTSD or depression. And to top it all off, when referencing the lawsuit, Doolittle will tell you that Riley Winter said, "Revenge is a dish best served cold. And there's nothing colder than suing the pants off some spoiled brat who needs to get what's coming to him." Ladies and gentlemen, that spoiled brat that Riley Winter talks about is our client, Sawyer Shaw. And this lawsuit isn't about age discrimination. It's about revenge for a writer who didn't have the skills to pay the bills and couldn't keep the job. And lastly, you hear from Vic Fogel, an expert in digital analytics. And she'll tell you that in her expert opinion, Riley Winter was unable and unwilling to adapt to a new set of writing conditions demanded by the digital media market. And when you work for an exclusively online publication company in TBD, it's completely and utterly unacceptable. All the facts and evidence in this case will prove that Riley Winter didn't have the skills to pay the bills. And at the conclusion of this case, we will ask if you find that TBD did not fire Riley Winter unlawfully. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Counsel. Plaintiff ready to call the first witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The plaintiff would like to call Ms. Austin Perez to the stand. I would also ask for a second to set up the demonstrative to start again.
What is the demonstrative you intend to use?